What's up, guys? Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are doing another upgrade to our N54, which is the vacuum tanks. Burger Tuning finally released their own burger tank. Actually, I don't think any other company actually released vacuum tank upgrades other than Burger Tuning. So this is a super cool mod, very unique mod. So if you guys have a bunch of friends with N54s with a bunch of upgrades, no one else, I'm sure, actually has this mod other than somebody that's a usual Burger Tuning shopper. Burger Tuning designed these beautiful vacuum tanks that replace your factory stock plastic ones. You guys can hear these. Not plastic. They sound absolutely amazing. They look absolutely amazing. And it's definitely gonna look way, way, way better inside the car. It's gonna be replacing these two plastic tanks that eventually can honestly melt because of heat. If you guys have a bunch of upgrades and you create more heat, those could possibly melt. And these can also crack, which will cause a vacuum leak, which you'll actually get the 30FF code because of those. The 30FF code is notorious, and sometimes these can get a fracked, like a very thin crack, and you will never actually see where your boost leak is from unless you have a smoke machine, which costs money, or you have to go through diagnostics. So to avoid all of that, you guys can just get the Burger Tuning vacuum tank upgrade. Now, not only does it come with the two tanks, but it also comes with brand new vacuum lines. So without further ado, to get into the install, there is a screw right here, a screw down there. Now, the way I like to do it, before actually removing these two screws, I like to remove these two lines right here. These are actually very easy to pop off. There you go, one right there, and then two right there. Now, once you have actually removed those two right there, you can go ahead, take out those two bolts, and this whole thing should come out. There's still two more vacuum lines connected from the bottom, but again, very easy to pull off. If you do have the factory lines, they may not be as easy as this. So what I like to also do is just grab a little razor blade, cut to the side of the vacuum hose, so then it'll come off a lot easier. These are the upgraded ones. These do go on very nicely, but it's not melted on there because of the heat, because that's what happens with the factory ones. And the second one is right down there. So now that we got that screw out right there and that screw out right there, we should be able to pull it up, but I actually forgot there's one more screw right back there. Now, to access that screw, to make things a whole lot easier, you can just go ahead and remove that screw. That's a 10mm, the one down there is a 10mm, the one down there is a 10mm, but the ones that are actually holding the tanks onto this bracket, those are 13mm. So we're gonna go ahead and get our 13mm and just take that out. And honestly, this whole tank will just pretty much come off once we get this screw out. Now that we have that 13mm off, this just comes right on out, guys. And again, there is one vacuum hose right down here. You can go ahead and just pull on that and disconnect that. So now that we got this out, I never honestly want to see this again. And now that that tank's out of the way, we can see that last 10mm nut right there that's actually holding this whole bracket on. The reason I want to kind of get this whole bracket off is just because it's kind of a pain to get to that screw right down here for this tank. So if we just remove the bracket, it'll make things a whole lot easier. All right, now that we got the three screws out, guys, this just comes right on up. And again, we have that second vacuum line. I'm just going to go ahead and just tug on that. That comes off really easily. I'm gonna go ahead and just route that this way. Now we can just take this whole thing to our workbench. So now that we have the bracket out, look how much easier it is to actually get to this screw. So let's go ahead, get this screw out of here and remove this tank. Easy peasy. And the exact same orientation this one came off of, we're gonna go ahead and install the new one. Just like that, it is direct replacement. Let's just go ahead and put the screw right back on there. And now that that's on there, guys, we can go ahead and literally just reinsert it. It's literally that easy, guys, to install these, and they're just gonna look so much better. Now, before actually dropping this right back in there, remember to get that longer vacuum line and just connect it. And now that we have the three mounting screws back on there, we can go ahead and just connect this if we want to. I'm gonna go ahead and connect it because it's just so satisfying. Look how good that looks. But now this other tank, we're gonna go ahead and just put that right on in there. Make sure the guiding pin actually goes in there as well, just so that's exactly where it needs to be. Actually, before we actually do that, make sure you connect the bottom vacuum line too. And yeah, now that we have the bottom one connected, go ahead and put that in there. Again, make sure to line that up. Bam, put in that screw right there, and then just reconnect this, and we're pretty much in business. And just like that, guys, that is the after. That just looks so much better. And now we do not have to worry about any more vacuum leaks that could possibly come from these if they eventually crack or they eventually melt or anything like that, because these are not plastic. That being said as well, guys, if you guys will be replacing these two vacuum lines, these top ones do not go right over there. So the two lower ones that go to the bottom of these tanks go again right over over here connect right into this line right there. These two top ones actually go to both boost solenoids. Thankfully, since these are red, you guys can actually see where it's going. One of them goes right there to the boost solenoid, and the other one goes right over here to the other boost solenoid. Very, very, very easy connections. None of this stuff you guys have to go underneath the car for. Very easy to connect. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure to smash the like button. If you guys actually want to cop these guys, make sure to check out that first link down below. But without further ado, guys, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.